So we'll start off with them. We'll start off with them with them introducing themselves. You know, just kind of go around, say who you are and what you play.
I am Jorge, aka Junior. I sing for the band.
Daniel, guitars.
Jeremy, play drums.
Andrew, play bass. Apollo Creed, lead guitar. Just kidding. Donovan, lead guitar, rhythm, guitar.
Booty shorts.
Short shorts.
Short shorts.
You gotta stand up and like show them.
Short.
Oh my god, I can see your nuts from down here, bro. Put the fuck back down.
So how did your band start? Like brief oral history.
All right, I started this band in high school, in the early mid 2010. It was like a death metalish type of band, like experimental, and it was kind of under a different name, and then I just kind of branched off by myself and started looking for other members, and that's when I started the band. Long story short.
I mean, how did you guys all now meet? Like everyone's involved now.
Well, when I started the band in high school, I met this guy through a friend, and he played a show, and we would always talk about bands and shit, just what kind of music and stuff, and just talk shit on bands and all that stuff. And then I had just gone through an old drummer that was in MECHANIST before this guy, and I needed to look for a drummer, and a friend referred me to him, and then we started just jamming and hanging out, and then from there we just met everyone else through the internet. I met this guy at a show, one of the shows that we played. Yeah, some show we played in Colton.
Colton show, man.
Yeah. And I've been jamming with him already, and I met this guy on Facebook, and he asked me to be in the band, so I came through to Jeremy's house and got to rapping, and that's how it happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so like I remember actually when I first joined the band, like it was still like that like more tech grind sort of like extreme sort of shit. But then I started, you know, adding all kinds of new influence, pretty much like again all the black metal shit, now all war metal kind of shit. Yeah. And that's kind of what it's like evolved.
Slowly became
shit.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of like. Yeah.
Well, what's up with all the lineup changes? Like, you know, you're talking about
it's just a lot of
shit happens.
A lot of stupid shit, like beefing and personal stuff. And then we're just growing up. Like we're really young.
Developing.
Yeah, and then our personalities were developing too. So it's just like
the thing about the lineup is that usually it comes about with, you know, whoever's usually in our like friend circle. There's a lot of like people that we know. Usually if it's real like in and out. But usually the people that are usually in the band are, you know, all friends at some point.
Yeah, we're pretty good.
So
it's usually pretty close. Yeah. It's not that we'll just audition anyone. It's we know enough people that, you know, are usually playing the instruments that are, you know, maybe needed.
We try to get people we know.
The people in our circle, we all play an instrument. So it's pretty convenient.
So it's been working out.
Yeah,
it's pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much like the main lineup has always been me and this guy.
Just the weak link is obviously with a bass player or another guitar player. Usually the only two like kind of weak links right there, but we managed to find someone, so it's never really empty for a long time.
Yeah, like it's face filled quickly.
Yeah,
pretty much.
How did the name, you guys' band name, come about? Like,
I came up with it a while back when the band was kind of under a different style. I really liked the name because, you know, like what the name means, it means a person who believes in the theory of mechanism. And just going back to that, it can apply to a lot of things. It usually applies to machines, but to me, it's just like, it means much more.
So it's like personal meaning, it's kind of made it.
No, not really personal. It's just like, it can be, I guess, if you want to put it that way, but yeah, personal, fuck it.
But it's cool because, man, like, I don't know of any other bands that have like that name. Every name is just usually it's so predictable, or we've heard it a million times. There's maybe 10 or 20 bands that have the same name from across the world or country, you know. But how many how many mechanists
Demon Hammer. But they're good though. Demon Hammer's badass.
Yeah.
So you guys have a tape out? You guys want to talk about that? Say anything about that? Like what songs on it? The recording?
We're sold out. We're sold out of it, but we're hoping to get some more. We're hoping to get some more done soon. But yeah, it's a single that was recorded back in 2016. It's just never done anything with it because at the time I just didn't give too much of a shit to ever put it out. Yeah, plus we had a different lineup and just
Lineup changes.
all kinds of dumb shit getting in the way. So it's just like I had actually forgot about it. I just dug up those old recordings pretty recently, actually.
Basically, we were a bunch of degenerates, and we could never fucking actually go through with stuff because we were too busy doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
Bunch of hoodlums.
But yeah, so I actually found those old recordings and was able to finally, get that shit pressed out, and now we have our first single, Crossbound and Right to Hell.
Hopefully everyone enjoys it too.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of cool. Like, you guys, even though it's a little later than you wanted it to, like, people still have like the original shit, like the first press, like, you know what I mean? Like,
we want to get better recordings though.
Definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking work on recording a lot. So.
And new material too.
Yeah,
we're gonna be working on new songs.
We've been having like the same like 7 or 8 songs for like years, man. Like sometimes it would take us like 2 or 3 years just to come out with one new song.
Yeah, because we were just too busy being stupid. No, but like besides that, we were young. Like, fuck, I was barely like fucking 18 when like 18 when the band started getting serious. I was busy doing stupid shit like
We all had to get our
drugs,
shit together first.
all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, we had to mature. Even still, yeah.
Yeah, we still gotta get a lot of shit done.
We just needed some maturing.
Yeah.
That's all.
But you guys are like starting to roll in 15.
Oh yeah. We're honestly, these guys are like family to me. Like, I've been having friends for years, but the friends that actually stuck around, even when we've had moments where like we kind of beefed it, like these guys, like to me, these guys are pretty much like my family.
Yeah. That's tight, man.
Brothers and
Nice.
mothers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to orgy with each other.
Where's that, bro?
I wasn't in the band when that
Honestly,
happened.
That's why he wears a short.
I left the band when that happened.
I left the band when that happened.
I wasn't in the band.
I left the band when that happened.
You look smarty.
Alright.
That's the problem.
So like when you guys actually come down to writing music, it sounds like you guys haven't been down for a little while, but how does that go about? Who, I guess, contributes to that?
Honestly,
It switches up.
we jam together. Sometimes it's on like it's one person coming up with it. Usually it was like a mixture of this guy and me just coming up, like brainstorming with ideas, him executing the riffs, and then another member executing some riffs, or just me on the drums and I will play a beat, and this guy will play something along to it, and we'll be like, oh, that sounds sick. All right, let's come up with like some other shit, and we'll put it together, and
Build it like a tower.
yeah. But it's also based on influence too, and like whatever we're
It's
feeling.
like just people just kind of come in and you guys mess around.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, that sounds sick.
Yeah,
You just
kinda.
throw it together.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like I could totally like I could branch off and be cool with whatever the material we write based upon what these two come up with. Because what they're coming up with is they know is going to lay the foundation for the sound of Mechanist.
Yeah.
And that's what being personally a member of the group has allowed me to set a goal for myself, is to try and look a little deeper and like to what I can come up with, so that it can I'm not trying to say be on the level of them, but it can draw their attention.
Yeah.
Because I mean I like you know the influences like Hellhammer and Celtic Frost and stuff like that, where you could literally just hear bar chords and it's not too technical, but
Very
it
simple.
stands out, you know,
Dark, and it has
and it
some
stands out, you know.
characteristics to it.
Whatever can stand
Has
out,
depth.
whatever can stand out and be cool with whatever like sound we're looking for is just gonna stay.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing about Mechanist, is that it doesn't have to be, you know,
The most technical,
It
the
doesn't
most
have to be
difficult.
technical at all. I mean,
We go for simplicity and catchiness,
But
honestly.
honestly, what makes it
In a
technical
sense.
is him and I, Daniel and I, because since we've been playing guitar with each other for a long time, that we can
That's
feed
some
off
water
of each
right there.
other's playing, dude. You know.
Is yours?
Yeah, there's a sort of chemistry that they
There's a good
have that
chemistry, dude.
fucking.
But
So
you
we've
guys
been
all have
jamming
like
for so
good ties
long.
with each other, so it kind of stays
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah, pretty
And with
much.
good chemistry just comes better practicing and better
Pretty much.
chance at writing music. You
Better
know?
production.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not much of a
it-
drummer, and jamming with this guy, I've learned. I picked it up, and I'm kind of good at it now. I'm not gonna say I'm good, but like I got way better just by jamming with this guy the whole time.
Yeah, we're just practicing like
just
with
having
each
fun.
other, like fucking improving as individual musicians. And
So it's
fucking-
more like it's definitely like a fun thing as opposed to like.
Yeah,
a
oh
serious-
yeah,
it's
I've
definitely-
always looked at it
yeah,
as
it's
fun.
nothing but jams. Like
We're
that's all it
playing
is.
the music we
take
want
that
to
shit
play.
to the biggest level,
Like,
so
that's
you
why-
have the most fun with it.
You guys don't take yourselves like too seriously. Like,
Well,
seriously.
I've always told this guy if
We're
we
the
ended up
biggest
getting
group of
big,
dudes,
then
man.
we get big. But to me, I'm just doing what I love. I've been doing this shit since I was
So
young.
it's like straight up for the music.
Yeah,
Straight
pretty
to
much.
fun,
But
dude.
I'm not
Good
gonna.
time.
Yeah, if we get big, then whatever. It's cool.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
But
Working- working on getting us out there and shit, but at the end of the day, if it's not fun, we're just not gonna do it, you know. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's where it's the most fun though.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
And the
If
most
you're not having
fun-
fun, then why do it?
The most fun comes
I fixed it.
not only just jamming here, but you know we love fucking playing live shows, dude.
Yeah.
That's obviously gonna get the word out there.
Yeah.
And people
Oh yeah,
are gonna be
playing
like,
shows.
"Whoa,"
We
you
love
know?
doing
So
that.
that's a goal that we're setting for ourselves now is trying to play some more shows.
So
I
with
feel
that-
like right now we have the most stable lineup and the best lineup as far as chemistry goes and everything right now.
Pretty
I feel
much.
like we're gonna.
You just gotta keep it up.
We're,
Just go straight
I
forward.
feel like we're gonna, you know, set out. We're gonna do what we're setting out.
Yes. What's the best, like, most memorable live performance you guys ever like?
Colton
done?
show, dude. Right?
There's
Ooh,
two
the
of
Colton
them.
show.
There's two of them.
The shit.
I wasn't even in the band, but
There's
Wasn't
two of
in
them.
the band yet either.
The Colton one for sure. 'Cause that shit was fun.
Like, talk about, like, describe
And
it.
okay, actually no, there's three.
Let's start from the
There,
beginning.
no shit, there's four
Let's start
actually.
where it
Dude,
passed
that's
out.
way
Golden
too much.
show was-
Alright, yeah.
We gotta start
The
from the
Golden
beginning.
show
with
No,
Golden
gets
let me
Show.
start off at the beginning.
Because that's when we
Right.
met this fucker right
Yeah,
here.
then the beginning, Chum's house, the very first show
Oh,
I
yeah,
played
shit.
Chum-
at my
Oh my
friend Chum's house. Shout out to him, by the way.
Chum.
The homie.
The chummy.
He threw a show there. No, actually, a friend named Adrian Silva, who we call Cooch, but he just smells really bad, so we call him Cooch. He threw a show. We couldn't find a venue, and he knew the guy Chums, and he actually introduced me to him back in 2013, which is like one of the first shows we played. It was a hot ass summer. Like prior to that, I haven't played any shows.
First show
and
ever that I ever played.
I was just nervous, and we played, and it was really fucking good. And then the second one we played there was really good. And at the Colton one, that's where we met this guy right here. We just played randomly. I don't even know how we got on that show. Just probably through Facebook, you know.
Through me.
People like, yeah, probably this guy. And it was just crazy. Like my friend that came was like lighting firecrackers. Fucking
Some
people were
topless chick tried to
moshing.
fucking like.
Yeah, some
get
chick
all
tried to
crazy,
tackle this guy.
tackle me.
And then fuck, I don't even remember. I
Somebody
think-
got kicked in the face. Oh, this guy got dropped too.
Yeah, and there,
Yeah.
there's,
He got knocked
there
out.
was people flipping tables.
Dude,
and
we were dogpiling and shit.
it was ridiculous.
This guy was in a hammock. I was pushing him.
And besides that, we
we were
were
gonna launch this
really
fucker into
fucked
space
up,
with
too.
how fucking
Like,
fast
we were
were
drunk.
sailing.
I was drunk as fuck. Second show we played at Trump's house back in 2014. It was February 2014. That was when we first played.
Juju, right?
Yeah, for Juju's
Oh,
birthday.
I saw
Remember
that.
how crazy that was, dude?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. Like, it was just high energy. A lot of people moshing. Like, it was just high energy. It wasn't like any fights or anything. Not just fucking anything over the top, but the energy was
beer
there.
was consumed, nachos were eaten.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then the other show I want to talk about is the one that we played from Radpunx, which is obviously you guys.
the most
That
recent
shit
one.
cracked,
Yeah,
dude.
man.
It's been a while.
Seeing so
Shout out
many
to this
different,
guy.
like-
Yeah, shout
And
out.
before that, dude,
Yeah.
the last cool show that we played was over at Inconsiderate, man.
Oh yeah, and consider it was pretty
There's an
sick, dude.
inconsiderate one
Which
that I
is
threw.
why we need to get
Yeah,
that
this guy
guy
did that
going.
show.
I threw the show at the Inconsiderate, like
Skate shop.
that shit was
awesome. dude.
Shout out to
That was
Consider It too, the
awesome.
homies.
Tall cans and doing sound.
Oh yeah.
We
So
played
threw
inside
that
a
shit
skate
inside
shop.
of a skate shop on the spookiest day, Friday the 13th
Oh,
of
yeah, that's
October
right.
last year.
Almost didn't happen.
Yeah,
It almost
Yeah.
didn't happen, but we fucking managed to make it happen. Fucking Nightmare Visions, Power Throne, Grimly Forming,
Yeah,
Parasite, and us.
Embarrassed.
Fucking
put all
all
the-
the IE bands.
just
man.
put all
Those
the
are
shit
all
aside,
the boys
you know?
right there.
Except Grimly Forming, they're not from here.
yeah,
Just-
Grimly Forming are
But they're
still
still
the
badass.
boys.
Fucking owner,
They're
dude.
sick.
Owner just put everything aside, and you just had this open space, and people were they were raging, dude. You know, that's
There
what
was
it's
a
all
tattoo
about. dude.
event.
It's
like,
all
at
about
the
having a good time and having fun.
Yeah, there was an event at the tattoo shop next to, right next to the
Yeah,
bar shop.
yeah, so we
there
had
was like all
random
kinds of
people
this
showing
cross
up. It
fucking, cross promotion, like all kinds of cool shit
was
going
cool.
on there.
What's just one really bad show.
Oh, yeah, that was the next question. What's the absolute like?
I
shittiest
have
show?
too many.
Literally, it has
Like,
shit to
it
do
has
with it.
to be
dude.
like
It
the
has-
worst
Bloomington.
one.
It has shit to do with it, man.
We were all
The
drunk as
fucking-
shit.
What happened?
Okay, so the South Central show.
Yeah.
Okay, I just got really drunk and I was young and dumb at the time.
You were
stupid,
shaking
so
the fence like a
I was just
dumbass.
banging the fence because everyone else was doing it.
On
And
the other
some
side,
cholo-
it was like
some
a
cholo
war.
comes out
Over the fence.
and he's like, what the fuck, dog? He comes up to me and I was just so confused and blitz, and then this guy pulls me away, so I had no time
I
to
got in
react.
between. I'm like, chill out. Like,
Yeah,
I got him.
I had no
Just
time to
pulled this
react.
fool away.
There's that one, but sounding wise, the worst show we played, how we sounded based off of that would be Bloomington. But that was also a fun show we played too.
That was
Oh,
one of
really?
the
Still got
funnest.
down.
Yeah, it was one of the funnest. We played with a bunch of bands like Lady Rot.
Everybody was just fucked up.
that
and
was a
fucking ruined
badass
every
show.
song.
Yeah.
We had amps.
Bad abstract play too. Who else played?
So, if you guys can go on a tour with any band, big or small, you know, band plural could be like one or two or one, you know, who would it be? You guys can answer.
One
individually.
really quick before anyone says anything. The one band I always envision us fucking playing with, just seriously, is just Toxic Holocaust. I
I
don't
can
know why.
see
I
that.
just feel like we can.
Yeah.
They're good. They're dope, man.
That's
They're always
cool.
dope.
I could actually agree with
Yeah,
that.
Toxic
That's the
Holocaust.
one band I do see as
Joel,
like
man. Come on, man.
If
playing
there,
with.
if there can be
Joel,
any
please.
band we
Please
can
help.
Please.
yeah, if we can tour with any band, just off of my head, I would want to say like obviously Toxic Holocaust for sure. I can't believe we just forgot it, dude. Toxic Holocaust, Repulsion. There you go, Repulsion. Can't ever forget that band. Repulsion, and I would want to say like Black Witchery or something. Bestial
Mammoth
Raids.
Dude,
Grinder,
any-
dude.
Or Mammoth Grinder. Yeah.
Abigail.
Revenge too, man. It would be cool.
Too
to
many.
play with Revenge.
Barbados.
Revenge.
That's where it's at, man. If you play with Revenge, you fucking
Yeah.
you got it, man.
Revenge, dude.
I think honestly, I think Revenge can appreciate what the fuck we do.
Yeah, just to a certain extent.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, because the Ross Bay dudes are all about the Ross Bay shit, but I know they're into like
Ross
punk
Bay's
still
cool.
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Is there anything upcoming that you really want to talk about? You know, like whether it being new music or
My midlife crisis. No, I'm kidding.
Burger Crisis.
I guess once we have new songs, because I've been jamming with this guy, not recently, but like kind of around there. Yeah, I don't know. It was there.
We're jamming.
Yeah, we're just jamming and fucking. We've come up with like just a bunch of good shit, and I just can't wait to start playing those songs.
There's
So
excitement
that's
here.
gonna define the main Mechanist style, I think, because like the songs that we have right now, it defines our style too, but we haven't really gotten in depth with our style. We just done like a little fraction of it because we're influenced by like a lot of old
so
school
it
shit.
wasn't enough time or space to fit in everything you wanted to fit in.
I feel like all of our songs before were just like little bits like here and there
Of
of
what we
like
are.
what we
They
pretty
were
much are. And I
undeveloped.
feel like these newer songs are a lot more focused, and I feel like it's gonna.
They're more like you guys.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
much-
gonna. I
Developed a
think
lot
it's
more.
gonna
More.
like truly like set
Like
like
reflect who you guys are.
yeah. So that's really big.
Pretty stoked to see that. Hopefully you guys are there for Radfest too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we'll be
for
there.
sure.
The boys.
First
Always.
Easter egg, nobody knows yet. Nobody else.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Radfest September 1st. So
Shout out to Radpunx and
yeah.
Mophead.
Dude,
He's
shout
the
out to
boy.
all the fucking local bands.
Yeah.
Shout out to the fucking mommies in short shorts. The Farquad mommies.
Shout out to
with
that
the-
band.
Yes, you heard it right here. The Farquad mommies. Show up. Front row to our shows.
and Fake Rocker Obesity.
And make sure you have the
And
fucking nose
rocker
piercing
obesity,
too.
dude.
So,
28 feet.
And to the PC punks too. Show up to our show so we can offend you.
We love you.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's pretty much towards the end of the interview. You don't have much more to ask other than where can they find you on social media, where can they find your music, things like that. So shout yourselves out.
Shitstagram.
Instagram at Mechanist Bestial. No, Mechanist.bestialpunk. And
Mechanist
Facebook.
dot-
Facebook.
Whatever he said.
Yeah.
I'll for sure put links popping up too, so you can click those.
The links are coming up.
We're on Facebook.
Links are coming up. Click
Oh yeah, and
these.
shout out to Fright and the homie Martin. That's the
Yeah,
boy.
dude.
That guy's
See
the
you in the
fucking
parking
boy.
lot.
See you in the
See you in the
parking
parking
lot,
lot, bro.
dude. In the
cheeseburgers.
in
the
the bank
cheeseburger.
bus.
Oh,
Shout
yeah,
out to
and
Zach,
80
put on
some
the fucking
flag. I love that
gloves.
fool.
Flag.
I don't know why I thought about that guy, but
Prem-
Power throw.
too many bets. Shut up.
Fucking power throw.
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys want to add on, or is that? All right.
Hey, thanks for having us do this, man. This was a cool interview, man.
Thanks for the
Thanks
encouragement.
This is our cool
Taking
first
time.
interview, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
first interview in fucking.
Hopefully we're loud enough, dude. Like, hopefully the audio
Yeah.
captured it.
Pretty good.
Hopefully this works out.
If not, we can just do another one.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
All right. Well, that concludes the interview.